What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? What up? Thanks for stopping by. Um, I know the low production quality is the reason why you stop in every day. You know, it looks like the ghetto, it sounds like the ghetto, it smells like the ghetto. So yeah, if y'all want me to stay on 2 hours this good Saturday morning, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, all at the top of the chat, as well as in the description. Or you could do super chat, super sticker, dollar symbol on the right of the chat box. Whatever you can give is greatly appreciated. Yeah. I think we should just get directly into this ridiculous nonsense.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today. Thank you for making us shine bright as we can. I think that you. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for bringing us together today. Thank you for making us shine bright as we can. I think that you have the best. You have the best children. We're going to make history, and you're going to guide our footsteps and our words. And yeah, amen.
What I want to add. Okay. God, please guide our voices. Let nothing that we've been through be in vain, and that whoever needs to hear whatever needs to be shared through us, through the wisdom that you've gifted us, please use us.
This is just like a commercial. Like I said, it's all performative. This is a commercial for Cinepark or whatever that is on her sweatshirt. Nothing about this is genuine. Nothing about this is authentic. We're not going to spend too much time here on this video, but I just want to see how ridiculous it gets within the first 5 minutes at least.
Speak through us, and may our voices, may this video reach the people that need it the most. You know our intentions, cleanse our hearts, purify whatever feelings that are coming up so we can convey whatever messages you would like to use through us. Protect us through this process and just guide us. In Jesus' name,
Amen. Because verse chapter. All right.
The
Blasphemy. Yeah, make fun of God. And then he said something about God, you got the best children. What the fuck kind of narcissistic prayer is that? Yeah, this is blasphemous. Pure blasphemy. Let's watch him make fun of God, in real time here. Hold on. This is crazy.
we can convey whatever messages you would like to use through us. Protect us through this process and just guide us. In Jesus' name,
Amen. Because verse chapter. All right.
The 10th chapter. Hi, baby.
Hello.
Like, look at this. Look how fake this is. Y'all couldn't smooch before the cameras start rolling. Seriously, y'all couldn't smooch before the cameras start running. We get it, Brittany. This is your boo and your bae. We get it. We know he's not gonna be around in 12 months, but yeah, this is cutesy. Cutesy wootsy. See, this would hold a lot more weight if y'all was 10 years in. This honeymoon phase horse shit for Patreon followers, it's not impressive.
All right. So we have we're in Atlanta.
We moved.
We are looking for an investment property.
Mm-hmm.
Look, let's be real, bro. You're looking for an investment property. Okay, y'all live together. They met in November. Man, brother. Oh my goodness, man. Pussy can make a man put the blinders on. I mean, we already talked about why he should have never start effing with Brittany Renner. There's more evidence on the internet on why a man shouldn't fuck with Brittany Renner than there is that the sun is hot. And he still signed up for it. Well, from my understanding, they met in November. It's February. Am I missing something? Maybe I misheard what she said in the other video, but they haven't been fucking with each other long and they're already living together. They're working on their second place living together within 6 months. And he's talking about getting investment properties with a known toxic whore from the internet. When it comes to women, most men really don't have many standards. Just be cute and have a nice ass is enough for most men. She's smiling at me, she cute and she got a nice ass. So here's the keys to my life. We gotta do better, bros. We gotta do better. Run through rapper trash is what you want to build a life with. A woman who's had sex with over 3 basketball teams worth of men is who you want to build a life with and get investment properties with.
Like, what? What?
Let's just continue.
We moved.
You know, we are looking for an investment property,
Mm-hmm.
you know, and I'm so happy to be able to do this with you. I'm so happy to be able to do this with someone who is like, yeah, let's do it. I'm like all gang, you know,
Yeah.
and not any type of hesitation. I think if you're looking for a woman, you know, look for a woman who is so down to believe in everything you believe in, you know?
Look, brother. Yeah. When she's down and out and you got a little bit of motion, it's easy for her to believe in everything you believe in. You know what? Let's go back. Maybe I misheard something in the other video. Sound like she said they met in November.
A risk in that. Like you're over there, I'm over here.
It's misunderstood. You know,
Yeah.
a girl, say what you want. I think
Articles, they don't ever really get it all the way right, but I guess I'd rather,
Mm.
which is a belief. These disclaimers of what people bring into that old energy a lot.
free from.
About the last few days.
Yeah.
I share vulnerably. It shows that other people can share to always assist others, like help people with doing fitness on social media.
All right, we are lovers. You know.
Mon cher. We are lovers. I cannot. I feel really giddy.
So what made you want to do this podcast? Like, what made you want to use your voice?
Well, I feel like
Was it Boston? Well, that's
bossa nova. Real bad.
um,
November 29th.
wow. Okay.
Bossa nova.
Huh.
If she said November 29th, she didn't say November 29th, 2021. Like, I feel like if she was going to say a date when they met or when they linked up, if it was 2024, well, yeah, if it was 2023, 2024, she would have said the year. She just said November 29th. So I'm assuming, I think this is a fair assumption, that's November 29th, 2005. We're in February 7th, 2006. And they already lived together in one place and they moved into another place within 3 months. And he's talking about investment properties with the bitch. You would be better off actually fucking with a prostitute who been down with the same pimp for 15 years. 'Cause at least then you can say at least she loyal. I mean, at least she's shown some loyalty to one man. I know she was hoeing, but at least she showed some devotion and commitment to a man over years and years. That would be a better bet than this. This is sick. So let's go back. Let's go back. This is a man, from what I understand, with some money. Not crazy money, but he probably got a few mil, making moves. He doing great for himself. He's still probably in the top what? Well, let's look at this real quick. Real quick. Where's my go-to? I got standards, bro. Let's really talk about this brother. I don't know how old he is, but let's just fucking say he's 30 to 50. He's definitely not 50, but we'll say 30 to 50. Not married. He's black. I don't know how tall he is. What up, Lucky? He look kind of tall. I would say he's at least 6 feet. The motherfucker look tall. He's not obese, and he's probably he getting a couple dollars, man. I'll at least give him 400,000 a year. Just how he talking. I looked at his Instagram, and I know you can fake that, but he probably getting to a couple dollars, man. I'll give him that. Let's hold on. Let's just say if he was making 200. I mean, if he got money to be living in LA, or no, they in Atlanta, look like a nice, decent place they in. He talking about getting investment properties, at least 200. Yeah, this is Mr. 0.01. So even when women settle, even when attractive women settle, a lot of them can still pull Mr. Zero point 0.1 or Mr. Point zero 0.01. Now let's go back to him. We talked about this a couple streams ago. We said there's 5 different type of men. I forgot the full breakdown, but it was something like basically blue pill and red pill guys on every level. You got guys who are nines and tens who are blue pill, nines and tens who are red pill. You know, I think I said 8 to 10 guys. Like on a scale from 1 to 10, they're 8 to 10, blue and red pill. And then you got the basically six and sevens. They're slightly above average who are blue pill and red pill. And then you got the sub fives who are blue pill and red pill. I would say this is a guy who's I would give him an 8. He's not an unattractive man. He's tall, getting a couple dollars. I would say he's an 8. He's a blue pill 8. And just because you're tall and handsome and getting to a couple of dollars, don't mean you understand women, and it doesn't mean that he's successful with women per se. Just having money don't make you successful with women. Just being tall and looking good don't automatically make you successful. Doesn't make you successful with women. This man is completely green and naive. Even if he's just using Britney for his career, bad decision in my opinion. Unless this bitch is really investing. But from what we understand from the news headlines and even what's come out of Britney's mouth over the past year, at least at some point, she wasn't doing very well. And she's still trying to take PJ back for more child support recently, if I'm not mistaken. And even her trying to do like branding deals for certain clothing lines. I mean, you could just tell how she was moving. Money was tight, super fucking tight. So I'm saying all that to say, I don't believe Brittany is really bringing anything financially to this man's table. And from what I understand, he really doesn't need her to. So I don't understand this talk about she down for me and she willing to get investment properties with me. I could be wrong, But is this bitch really investing in properties with you? Is she going half on an investment property? I highly fucking doubt that. I'm just gonna paint it like this. As we already noticed, this is obvious. Brittany Renner is not a good person. She's not a good woman, and she would never make a good wife or a good girlfriend or a good lifetime partner. She will never stay with a man for a lifetime. She's not built for that, and she never will be. She's self-absorbed. She's all about herself. She cares about attention for being a sex doll more than she cares about her own kid, if you ask me. She has no shame. She's a complete Jezebel and disgrace to her whole family. So why, even if you're using her for business reasons, I wouldn't even want my likeness associated with this fucking demon. So either way, it's a bad look. Let's just continue. Like when dudes do stuff like this, like, I just gotta say this: when dudes do stuff like this, it make me think they never had sex before. Like this is some virgin shit. This is the type of shit a fucking virgin do. Imagine being seen on camera kissing this bitch that's had 1,000 loads on her face. Okay, I don't want to do her dirty. She says she had sex with 35 men. That was 3 years ago. Who knows what the number is now? Let's just conservatively say 40. You're kissing a bitch in the mouth who's had 40 loads on her face from 40 different men at least. Well, more than 40 loads. But she's wore the jizz of 40 different men on her face. 4 basketball teams worth of men. And you kissing this bitch in the mouth. That gotta be bad for business somehow, right? Just oh man. Oh man. Let's just continue.
A woman who is so down to believe in everything you believe in, you know? Down to just take a walk with you anywhere. And I
Honey,
appreciate
don't
you.
come on, babe. I'm not even cry.
What?
Don't make me cry. What are you
You already did this, Brittany. You already did this. You already put on this act, Brittany, on the last video a few days ago. Now you're about to do the whole "you're about to make me cry again" shit. This is literally the fakest shit I've ever seen in my life.
Come on, babe. I'm not even cry.
What?
Don't make me cry.
What do you mean?
That's my
No, it's
mic.
not good. It's not good.
It made me cry.
Hmm?
Sorry.
Oh.
Oh, that's works too.
Cry for what? What are you talking about?
Because I love you, babe.
All right.
You don't. I gotta say it again, bitch. You don't know what love is. You don't know what the love is. Look, I've been in long relationships. I've been in some long relationships. I'll say that. I'm trying to talk without talking. You know what I mean? But I've had a woman tell me after years and years together that when she told me she loved me initially, she didn't know what love was. And just after years in, she was like, "Yeah, I still love you, but this is completely different than what I thought love was. Like, my love for you now is real love." Brittany Renner has never been in a relationship with a man long enough to even know what love is, to even have a tenth of an idea of what love is. Fuck out of here.
Because I love you, babe.
All right. What are you feeling?
Anxious.
Hmm.
I feel like I've gone through a roller coaster of emotions the last couple days.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the broader conversation is I don't want anyone else telling my story.
Mhm.
That actually sends me into orbit when I think that someone else is speaking for me.
We don't need your bullshit dingbat bimbo spin on it. I would prefer somebody else tells your story. Look, even when you tell your story, the shit sounds horrible. And it makes you look terrible. You don't have a unique story. I'm tired of these bitches thinking they have some special unique story. You're a gold digging whore who been ran through by a bunch of fucking rappers and entertainers. And you're a complete train wreck and you don't know how to sustain any stability in your life. Because you're a reckless Jezebel. There really isn't anything else to the story. Well, what else do I don't need to hear any more nuance. I'm sure there's nuance there that might paint you in a slightly better light, but the net of it is the net of it. Mm. I'm gonna make this a two-part series or something, man. I gotta make this a double episode. I gotta chop this shit up. I meant to press record on the stream, but fuck it. I'll get it recorded one way or another. Oh my gosh. Just like all these other bitches. I need to be the one to tell this story. No, you don't. It's nothing unique or super nuanced about it.
Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. For niggas fire out you, nigga. Shut the fuck up.
Just I don't know. Let's continue. Yes, MOP, yes, pretty much a glorified bop. She was a little bad bitch. I mean, at one point, I know D Name says she's not attractive, and I mean, yes, her attractiveness is going bye bye. But at one point, she was a cute girl. I think slightly above average at some point. Had a little bubble butt. I mean, yeah, there was definitely times I saw her and was like, oh yeah, I'll tap that. But yeah, she's a piece of shit.
When I think that someone else is speaking for me.
Mm.
And it is also untrue. Right? Because I'm okay with being a part of someone's story, but if we're gonna tell the story, then let's tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God, right?
Mm.
This nigga looking at, is the camera on me? Is the camera got a good? Do the camera got a good angle on me? Did y'all see that moment? Him breaking the third wall or the fourth wall, whatever you call that. Let's see that again.
Being a part of someone's story, but if we're gonna tell the story, then let's tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help me God, right?
Mm.
So that's just kind of where I am, where I typically don't like to talk about stuff. I think that it's been really challenging growing through different phases so publicly. So for me, I have been very selective as to what I respond to because I am trying to keep what peace I have.
This is not true.
I hope this camera keep going.
No, we're gonna
This
let
is
the
not
camera keep rolling.
true. This is not, doesn't even make sense.
Damn. All you gotta do
Not a
is get
chance
your
in hell, Brett. Zero. You've already made up your mind. Absolutely.
fam. Listen, you got 4 million followers on Instagram. You could low key monetize that, do your brand deals or whatever. All the different ways you can monetize a 4 million follower Instagram and just be low key. You don't got to make these videos. You don't got to make these podcasts. You could just make Instagram posts and probably make, 100,000 a year and just lay back in the cut, get you a cool 200 and 300,000 a year dude and just go, ride off in the sunset, so to speak. You love this fucking attention. You're not fooling anyone, lady.
I respond to because I am trying to keep what peace I have. And I feel like my energy is sacred. I treat it as such. So I try to protect myself. But it's like, I'm tired of silencing myself, you know? And I find because of how I am too, I'm always wanting to protect people who quite literally would leave me for dead.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of us do that because we're just like, well, it was real for me, or well, like I had respect for you in a certain way, or I don't.
Let's break down what's happening right now, folks. Let's break down. Well, let me break this down. X says, well, let me break this down first. X says, what the fuck does she need money for from any man with 4 million followers? Well, a lot of people don't know how to monetize 4 million followers. And I don't even know how many of those followers are real, to be frank. See, they're not, I highly doubt they're probably even real. And let's be real, if they are real, look, a good portion of that 4 million is guys who just want to see her cheeks or just want to laugh at her train wreck. Think she had an OnlyFans at one point, but I don't think she was really getting it popping on there. That was really where Britney could have became a millionaire. If she would have started the OnlyFans at the optimal time and she was really busting it open on the OnlyFans, like not even busting it open like showing her pussy, but even if she was doing twerking videos, there was a time when I think Brittany Renner could have become millionaire on OnlyFans, a millionaire on OnlyFans. It's not like she has any shame or anything or care about ruining her son's legacy or anything. So she should have just somewhat busted open on OnlyFans like 5 years ago, and she probably could have become a millionaire off that. Oh, and I actually, here's the thing. I actually think she could have had a successful podcast at one point. I don't know if it's too late now. And the formula she's trying to use for it, I don't know if this is the right formula. She put it behind a Patreon paywall. She should have just started it on YouTube and tried to see if it would blow up and then get sponsors and shit. Or even if she did it for a year on YouTube, it blew up and then put it behind the paywall. You can't start off behind the paywall. But hey, I don't know. Maybe I don't know what I'm talking about. But from what I understand, most people ain't signing up for your fucking podcast to hear what you've been saying for 10 years over and over again. I mean, I know y'all come and listen to me say the same shit over and over again, but I try to put some type of jokes or, layers on it to make it somewhat different. Plus, my shit not behind the paywall. Look, I'll just say this: Brittany has dropped the ball on numerous occasions when it comes to becoming a millionaire and setting up her life for the rest of her life. She's had every opportunity to be a 10 millionaire 4 and 5 times. Almost to the point, and y'all gonna be disappointed in me, almost to the point where I wanna see this bitch just get to the bag, because 'cause I'm just mad that she dropped the ball on it like 4 or 5 times. Like, so a weird part of me wanna see her just get to it. Maybe she'll shut the fuck up if she get to the bag. But as far as having 4 million, or I guess I already touched on that. What the fuck did she just say? Did I address what she just said? The fuck did she just say? Let's listen to it again.
Tired of silencing myself, you know? And I find because of how I am too, I'm always wanting to protect people who quite literally would leave me for dead.
Mhm.
That's what I wanted to talk about. Yeah. She's sitting in front of her new man talking about how she protects her ex-men who would leave her for dead. Why are you even talking about these niggas to me? But he's gonna take it because he doesn't have any self-esteem.
literally would leave you for dead.
Mhm.
And I think a lot of us do that because we're just like, well, it was real for me, or well, like I had respect for you in a certain way, or I don't know, I thought it was better than that.
Imagine, like seriously, imagine being her current man. Imagine being her current man sitting here on camera, listen to her, listening to her reminisce about her ex-boyfriends and still being emotionally somewhat riled up about the thought of it. Things that did go right, things that didn't go right. This is embarrassing. This is one of them Will Smith moments. Like, this is crazy. He does not want to hear about this right now. Talk about me. I don't want to hear about what the other guys did to you. This is what happened when you deal with women who have essentially been ran through. And when I say ran through, I don't even mean in the way that most people mean. Even if this was a 35-year-old woman who had 5 boyfriends before you, this woman has had 35. But let's just put that aside. Even if she had 5 3-year even if she had 5 3-year relationships, that's baggage and damage and emotional connections she still have with some of those guys. It's sickening. It's really sickening for men to have to accept women who aren't virgins, to be frank. I know we live in modern times, but if we really want to think about it, it's fucking disgusting. And I've done it, and we don't have much of a choice at this point. And just because a woman has had sex with like 1 or 2 guys before doesn't mean she's a bad woman or can't be a good woman or whatever. But I'm just saying, the rule used to be no hymen, no diamond. If she wasn't a V card, if she didn't have her V card, then I'm trying to think of a catchy. If she didn't have her V card, she was just a retard. No, okay. Anyway, the baggage and damage that comes with women making and breaking bonds with multiple men is just not worth it for the current guy. Because every man has to deal with all the pain, baggage, and damage from all the other men, and that's not fair. It's not fair to the current guy. I can't feel sorry for this dude. He signed up for Brittany Renner.
Like, well, it was real for me, or well, like I had respect for you in a certain way, or I don't know, I thought it was better than that. But then it's like you're willing to throw me under the bus
Mhm.
to, because you don't want to take accountability and spiritually bypass your reality that you created. So I feel a lot of things.
Okay. So, get specific. Why do you feel this way?
Mm.
You know? And moreover, how can someone else make you feel this way?
Well, I was married for 52 days.
Was it marriage?
It's an Islamic marriage, I guess.
You know, where's the papers? Where's the papers?
No papers, just before
No,
Allah.
so no papers, huh?
No papers.
Okay.
No papers. 52 days.
Bruh, she was just with this dude. Like, I don't know when they officially broke up, but you know how people still be hitting it? You know how men still be hitting it for a few months after they officially break up? Because that woman ain't really over you instantly. Kevin Gates probably fucked your girl 2 weeks before you met her. She's still in love with that man. She still got feelings for that man. And you sitting in here and you sitting in front of her talking about we about to invest in some investment properties and she's such a good woman. She been riding with me. She willing to walk anywhere across the world with me. Bruh. Oh my goodness. He'll learn. This is gonna be the best lesson of his life. It's gonna hurt though. It's gonna fucking hurt.
52 days.
Mm.
And I saw that Kevin had interviewed with Shannon Sharp, which I had been on Shannon's pod before, I think back in 2023. and I saw that he was speaking on our marriage. And he said that we met in 2014, which was untrue, and that we were still friends, like we were still cool. And even though some people might say, like, well, he didn't say anything bad about you, but you didn't say the truth about the situation either. We're not friends. So if me and you aren't cool and I go on a platform and I say that we are, trying to be funny. For me, that's what it comes off as. Like, you're trying to be funny. And I think if you're not going to tell the truth, then just shut up. Be quiet.
Okay. So, hmm.
Can I also just add why it's been a long time for me to really use my voice. I feel like I've protected a lot of people throughout the 13 years I've been on social media in general, from him to my child's father to a lot of other people. And I just want you to know, I feel I would not have this conversation if it wasn't with you. So I feel safe with you in a way where, like, I know you're going to handle me with care throughout this conversation.
Right.
So
I love you.
I love you too.
Let's back up. Let's back up.
I know.
You know, so we've been together ever since I met you. I felt like I finally had a partner that, you know, understands where I want to go. And if you don't understand, you're still willing to go, you know? And I wholeheartedly appreciate someone that does believe in me, and use me for safety, you know, contrary to belief, not money. You know, so it's like,
Be very clear. The only way you could say a woman is not using you for money is when she's with you when you literally have no money and she's paying the bills. Any other situation, it could be said that that woman is using you for what you can help her with financially, even if she going 50-50 with you. And that looks like a nice place, buddy. How the fuck do you know she not using you for money? Are you not giving her any money? Well, even if you're not, she's living with you. So that's financial benefit. This nigga, this nigga more lost than I thought initially.
contrary to belief, not money. You know, so it's like,
Even she had to laugh at that. Even she had to laugh at that because she even know it's bullshit. You see that look on her face right there? She like, shit, nigga, you can think that.
contrary to belief, not money. You know, so it's like, there's so many things that, there's so many things that come up for me every day to have a conversation about. And sometimes it's hard to give light to someone like like a like the guy, because it's so much more to life, you know? And it's like giving somebody a platform on my platform, on our platform, you know, in our head, you know?
Yeah.
Now, I do respect you and understand that there were probably things that you went through in a relationship, as we all go through things in our past. That's why it didn't work out, right? But I just don't want you to give it so much power to where as though it's taking over a day, a week, a month, even a minute, because truthfully, they're dust, you know?
Yeah.
with me. Just let me finish chewing these sun chips, and I got something important to say.
It because truthfully, they're dust, you know?
Yeah.
That's the reality of the scenario, and I don't care what anybody said to you, you know? I am here to protect you, and nobody is gonna hurt you, no matter what secrets you held, you know?
Mhm.
And I take that really seriously because there's a lot of people out here living in a world where
So look. So now he's on camera saying things that could be deemed to be disrespectful to Kevin Gates, and that nigga seem off to me. I don't know. He's an ex street nigga. He got millions. Even if he won't put a nigga down, he could easily pay some motherfuckers to put a nigga down. So this man right here is putting himself in potential danger and agitating street niggas to cape for this nothing ass bitch. Talking about he's dust and all that. He could take that as disrespect. To what, impress this fucking harlot? Have street niggas looking for you waiting outside your house so you can impress this harlot? Wow.
in a world where they're scared to talk based on what someone else said they would do, you know? And I'm fearless, you know? And if you're attached to me, like I'm attached to you, nothing will happen. And we got God on our side too. But
Right.
you know, you know,
Nigga, what? What the fuck was? Hold on, let's rewind. Pew, 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 pew. Nigga, what? Hold on, let's go back. What?
you know.
Mhm.
And I take that really seriously because there's a lot of people out here living in a world where they're scared to talk based on what someone else said they would do, you know? And I'm fearless, you know? And if you're attached to me, like I'm attached to you, nothing will happen. And we got God on our side too. But
Right.
you know, you know, I appreciate even you.
Stan, what so he's basically saying, well, I'm sure she told him. I look, I don't trust anything a woman says about her ex at all. I don't trust bitches when it come to talk about relationships because she only gonna tell you one side. So he's making it seem like Kevin Gates. He's making it seem like Kevin Gates threatened Brittany Renner, like you better not tell none of my secrets or I'm gonna kill you, bitch. And he's telling her, "Oh, go ahead and talk, cause you with me now. You protected. Fuck what he talking about. Tell his secrets, baby." What kind of bitch ass nigga would even advise his woman to tell a man's secrets, especially a man who's been affiliated with the street nigga, got money, sure got goons on deck. If I'm looking out for my woman's safety, I would tell her whatever you got about this nigga, keep that shit to yourself. We don't need those problems. Let's get to this bag. This nigga's a fucking clown, and I still don't know what that whole. I don't know what that was about. What? Oh, you got some guns? I mean, who don't? Whatever.
You know, um, I appreciate even you letting me. Um, I appreciate you letting me in with your son. You know, and being able to be uh, um, a stepfather, someone to care for him in ways that people didn't believe they would for you.
You're so dumb. You are really dumb. For real. Is this camera on me? Yes. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
Yeah. So you knew this nigga for less than a couple of months, and you letting him care for your son? See, this how people get. See, this how kids get molested. Piece of shit women like this. Why would you even say some weirdo shit like that? They've known each other for 3 months, from what I can gather, and you already got him all around your son, possibly living with his son, possibly living with your son. This nigga could be a child molester and some more shit, but he helping you with a bag. This is why women shouldn't be left to their own devices. Lives get destroyed behind women being left to their own devices. Not just her life. Everybody lives around them get destroyed. This woman needs to be locked in a fucking mental institution. And PJ Washington needs to try to get full custody. That's what all these bitches need to do. Just give the father the custody, please, in situations like this. So you can go be a hoe and go, rotate men every other 6 months and leave the kids out of it. And you can have fucking, monitored visits with the kid, supervised visits with the kid.
They would for you, you know?
hmm
So I really appreciate that. And that takes a lot of trust to even open up like that, you know? So I commend you for that. I have trouble with my daughter and seeing her at the moment, and it hurts me every day. But seeing y'all together, it makes me feel better, you know? It makes me feel like we have something, you know? Um, like I said, I wish she was here every day, but unfortunately, I got baby mama issues, you know?
Right.
And you got baby daddy issues.
Yeah.
But we're handling this together. And one thing I would just encourage anybody to do is to never give up on yourself, you know? And I've seen the Shannon Sharp, right? Where he's like, you're never be in a relationship with someone, that loves you, basically. Um, and we're here to debunk that, you know? We're
Right.
here to just say, hey, look, you don't get to write God's story, you
Mm.
know? You don't get to do that. And you're safe.
I love you.
I love you too.
I think that's a good spot to end on this video. If y'all want me to stay on 2 hours, I'm looking to meet a $15 live stream goal. Cash App, PayPal, Streamlabs, all at the top of the chat. Cash App is $MD Cure. PayPal is in the description and at the top of the chat. Um, let's see. That was sickening. That was truly fucking sickening. What we looking like? Did y'all get can we get the likes up? Can we get some more people to hit the like button? I wanted to go over something else real quick.
21 feminine principles, intuition, relationship. The 21, I am using my iPhone 16. I was trying to use my work iPhone, and y'all, if I'm being honest, I think it's a 13. Like, I think that iPhone is old and dusty. Like when I tell y'all my work.
Just a real talk. What up? Everybody else that's in here. Let me see if anybody watching on Rumble. People watching on Rumble. What up, Rumbleites? Let's see.
Work iPhone beginning, and what I had to do was I had to pull up the list on my computer. So we are going to start all over. This is what I bring to the table. Okay, I got about 20 minutes before I have to be in my appointment. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully it'll let me do this here. Okay, all right, so this is what my man receives from me if he should choose to, meet me, get to know me, court me, propose, and get married. Okay, you ready?
Right.
Okay. Let's start here. Yeah. Anita, you basically 60 years old. Now, I appreciate the fact that you actually can make a list of things that you're going to offer and bring to the table. That's admirable. Because most of these bitch ass, punk ass broads is just going to say, I am the table. So this is the reason why I like you a little more than these other bitches, Anita. T. Orlando said he'll fuck with Anita. The energy is a little off, but I mean, yeah, she's not bad looking, but she's just a little too masculine for me. But I'll give her credit for at least coming up with a list of what she could offer a man. To even think in that direction, she deserves a little more credit than these other hoes. But I don't see that happening, Anita. Getting to know you and courting you. Let's hear that one more time because I want to break that down real quick. Oh my gosh.
In my appointment. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully it'll let me do this here. Okay, all right, so this is what my man receives from me if he should choose to, meet me, get to know me, court me, propose, and get married.
Let's break that down on a deeper level. I really want to break that down. Me and y'all could help me out if I miss something. Meet me, get to know me, court me, propose, get married. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let me make sure I got them all down. Like I always say, and there's some people that disagree. I mean, that's a bad pause spot.
Okay, you ready?
It's a better pause spot. This definitely isn't the worst 60-year-old. We just gonna call Anita 60. I think she 58 or 59. Fuck it, 60. This is far from the worst looking 60-year-old woman you've seen. Not a bad looking woman at all. But I just couldn't do it. Her energy, there's nothing feminine about her energy that would make me want to fuck her. I could definitely fuck her based off looks and body, but for me, I'm not interested in fucking on any masculine woman. I don't give a fuck if she look like Aaliyah with a prime Kim Kardashian body. I just can't fuck on a masculine bitch. That's just me. She does kind of seem like she gives toothy blowjobs. And like if you put your hand on her head, she'd be like, "Don't put your hand on my head." That's the vibe I get. let's let's go back. I want to make sure I got the list right because I really want to break this down. I got to make this a separate episode too. See, the reason why I haven't even been recording episodes because I'm backed up. I've been trying to get through the backlog of all the recorded streams I got that I got to chop up for the Dating Dysfunctions channel. Everybody go follow Dating Dysfunctions if you're new to this channel. But this shit is, I gotta make this a separate episode. So let's hear it one more time.
And y'all, if I'm being honest, I think it's a 13. Like, tell y'all, I'll go back to the beginning. We are going to start all over. This is what I bring to the table. Okay, I got about 20 minutes before I have to be in my appointment. Okay, I was going to say, hopefully it'll let me do this here. Okay, all right, so this is what my man receives from me if he should choose to, meet me, get to know me, court me, propose, and get married.
I'm just laughing because how ridiculous this shit is already. And I kind of like Anita. I'll say it again. Even though she's kind of a bitch, but I don't know. It's something I like about her. I think it's her reason and logic that she used, and she has some type of moral base, unlike most women. So let's go back. We usually do this, but I got to go back. Let's look up the bare minimum guy I think Anita would somewhat try to settle for. Like, this woman is 60 years old. Most she's going 65. I think she would go 52 to 65. Obviously not married. I think she wanna no, actually, I think she would date any race. I'll take it back. I think she specifically said that. I don't know if she's a height queen, but I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 5'9". I'm positive she don't want a man who's obese. Positive. Um, I'll even give her the benefit of the doubt and say 70. I really nah, she ain't dating. Nah, she ain't dating no 70-year-old. Let's be real. But I'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 50 to 65. 5'9". I'm certain that Anita makes. I mean, I'm not certain, but look, I'm almost positive that Anita makes at least six figures. From what she says, she makes at least six figures. I wouldn't be surprised if she make 150. She says she needs help with bills, but that's because women just make money and they blow money, and if they make 150, they go get 150,000 worth of bills. So, but I think she makes at least $150,000. She's not marrying a man that makes less than 75. I'm really trying to give her the benefit of the doubt, folks. 75. Mr. 1.9. Mr. 2 point Mr. Top 2%. Damn, what's top 5%? Hold on. Let's see if I'm trying to 50, 65, exclude married. Fuck it. Let's just say he could be 5'5". Let's just say he could make 60. Just enough to take care of himself. There we go. Yep. So even if she really slums it, and this would be her top 5% in her mind, based on what I just put in, would be her really, really, really slumming it. Like she really want to find somebody and she really ready to settle. And it's still gonna be a top 5%. But fuck that. We're gonna go with what she really want, that she would be excited about, somewhat excited about marrying, maybe. Mr. 2%. So we gotta keep that in mind this whole breakdown. That we're talking about Mr. 2%. Where's the fuck is okay. Okay. So meet me. Let's break down meet me. Now, where is this gonna be? Where is this gonna be? It likely would be online. So she would be extremely skeptical to meet somebody online. I peg her as the type that would be, not really too open about it, but I think she said she dabbles in it a little bit. So in order for her to even get to the point of going on a date at the super, super duper very minimum, because honestly, I'm sorry for being scatterbrained, but honestly, let's go back to this real quick. This doesn't account for everything. Let's just go 5'9", 75K. Because she's gonna weed that out in the Tinder messages to try to gauge, how much money you make and this and that. So for her to even swipe on you, for her to even accept a date from you from online, this isn't really doing it justice. Mr. 1.9 isn't doing it justice because he still has to look a certain way and he has to say the right things even after he looks a certain way. Let's just get a more accurate number based on all those other factors. What up, Sheila? That's more like it. By the time he look a certain way too, and he talking all the right way and answering all the questions he need to answer right. So for Anita, you got to be Mr. Point 3 for her to even accept a date with you. So to get past the meet me stage, you have to be 0.3. Okay, the get to know me stage. So this is where you got to jump through Anita's hoops. You got to take her on dates. Well, let's just stay here. Get to know me. Let's just say that's 2 dates. The initial getting to know somebody in person.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
So the get to know me is the first 2 dates. She has to like his swagger. He can't say a wrong joke. And then you got to also keep in mind he has to like her and she has to sense that he likes her. So this man can't really do anything wrong during the first 2 dates and he pretty much got to give all the right answers. They got to be aligned. He got to be wanting to get married. Their beliefs got to be aligned, all that. So by the time he get past that stage, we got to add another 0.03 man at this point. So okay, let's say he passed the first 2 dates. Cuz that was just the initial get to know me phase. And I think Anita said she cool with a walk in the park and a coffee. That's what these 2 dates are. Walk in the park and coffee. Just to see if we align, right? And then next comes the court me stage. Now we got to get impressive. This is where the 5 to 10 fancy impressive dates come in. Now keep in mind, this is a grown ass man with a full life. So this court oh my fucking god.
Yeah, I remember that girl. She was a hoe. For show.
What do I gotta never mind. I'm gonna use a different bracket. I'm gonna take that fucking prompt off. Anyway, this court me phase, uh, he has to be impressive for 5 to 10. He has to, and this is real shit. I'm not over exaggerating. I promise you, I'm not. over exaggerating. This is probably conservative. So the court meet is invest with 5 to 10 fancy impressive dates. But keep in mind, this is a grown ass 50 to 65-year-old man with a career. I always spell career. Fuck. Hold on. There we go. Career, relatives to look after, possibly a sick mom or something, or probably not a sick mom, sick relative to look after. Possibly grandkids, hobbies, friends, a whole full fucking life. But in the midst of having that full life, he got to court her and be impressive for 5 to 10 dates. And keep in mind, okay, but keep in mind though,
This woman is fucking nuts. This woman is nuts.
I'll stop hitting that button. But keep in mind, like, he has to prioritize Anita and make sure she's feeling wanted in between these fancy dates, while also giving grace for her busy life.
You are so dumb. You are really dumb. For real.
Like listen, while she doesn't give you grace for your busy life. Okay? Let me type that too. While not giving you grace for your busy life. So by the time you get past this stage, we're talking about Mr. 0.00003 when we get past to this point. So after all that bullshit, if she's still into you and you want to get married and you passed all that test, now you have to want to get married to a 60-year-old woman for some strange fucking reason. I guess just for the super basic companionship. And you have to propose, and you guys have to make it through the long, grueling process of planning a wedding and all this and the stress and drama that come with that. Her being a bridezilla on the wedding day and all that. And then pay for some $20,000 wedding to boot. So at this point, we're talking about Mr. 0.00000000003. Now, so these are the benefits that Mr. 0.00 times 10.3 get if he gets to this final point. For all this drama, stress, all these brain aneurysms and shit through all this whole process, these are the benefits you get. Like, yeah, if you don't have a heart attack or a brain aneurysm, or you don't commit suicide before you get to this point, these are the benefits you get.
From me, if he should choose to, meet me, get to know me, court me, propose, and get married. Okay, you ready? I started with the low-hanging fruit, and then I got more progressive in my list. And I'm going to run through it quickly. You let me know if you have any questions or comments. But I encourage all women, regardless of age, regardless of race, regardless of religion, regardless of ethnicity, you need to do this as well. Because remember, it's not just about being ready to spout this out on a date. This is so that you get clarity about what you bring to any marriage or relationship that you're in. This can also be a tool to help you build your self-esteem and your confidence. Okay, so it has many, many uses, this tool of writing down everything that is positive, that is good about you, what you bring to a man's life in a healthy relationship. All right. Number 1, home cooked nutritious meals 3 to 5 times a week for dinner, 5 times a week for breakfast. All right. Number 2, homemade birthday cake of his choice or choosing, whether it's a cake, whether it's a pie, whether it's a dessert. I can make it homemade and have it for him on his special day. Number 3, massages with magnesium oil. Now, I've spoken about this before. I'm not a big fan of getting massages. I don't find them to be relaxing. I don't find them to feel good, but I don't like receiving it, but I like giving it, right? So I'm not a big receiver of massages. That don't really do nothing for me, but I like giving massages. And I use magnesium oil because it seeps into the skin and it helps relax the person even further. Magnesium oil is amazing. I use it every night before I go to bed. Next is
Okay, okay, we're gonna break this shit down. We're gonna break this shit down, folks. So, okay, so far she said 3 to 5. Okay, so she gonna cook. I mean, she made it sound fancy, but she did put a number on it so we can have realistic expectations. So she is going to cook and she can cook. That is a benefit. I can't front on that one. If she's telling the truth, I can't front on that. I'm a little skeptical. She seems to be a busy therapist, so I'm a little skeptical. 3 to 5 dinners a week. Hmm. Okay, I mean, look, I'll give it to her. I'll give her that one. Okay, be able to bake me a cake on my birthday. Okay, that one was kind of stupid, Anita. I mean, okay, cool. You could bake a cake. Like, I'm not giving you that one. But okay, we'll just put that under cook. Okay, massages. Let's be real. And I'm sure she'll give you a couple of massages. When I think about relationships, I think about when shit gets stale, when motherfuckers get bored, you kind of tired of this motherfucker. Do you think she's gonna be giving massages at that point in the relationship? Because that's how I judge a relationship. What is this shit gonna be like 7 years in, when the hype is over, the honeymoon phase is over, the butterflies is over? Are you still gonna be cooking 3 to 5 times a week? Are you still gonna be giving me massages? She didn't say massages on demand. So, like with everything with women, it depend on her mood and it depend on what kind of day she had. All these benefits depend on her mood swing that day. And we know how unstable and inconsistent a woman's feelings are. See, men, we got to be that solid rock when we in a bad mood, a good mood, our mom just died. We got to be that solid motherfucking rock. We got to take out the garbage and fight off intruders on a good day, bad day, sad day, moody day, depressed day. We got to be that solid rock every day. Fuck a feeling, right? But women don't have to do the same thing. And that's why women aren't relationship material, because they don't got it in them to be consistent day in, day out, regardless of their feelings. So all these benefits, a lot of these benefits, I'm sure, are going to depend on her mood that day. And if she felt like you've been pulling your weight, helping with the dishes or whatever the fuck, or you left your sock on the floor, I ain't rubbing your back. I ain't baking you no cake. You shouldn't have left the sock on the floor. Like shit like that. But I hear you, Anita. Let's continue.
because it seeps into the skin and it helps relax the person even further. Magnesium oil is amazing. I use it every night before I go to bed. Next is enthusiastic sexual energy, flirting, physical affection, role play, voyeuristic, adventurous, consistent. Okay, I'm trying to keep it PG, so I'm not going to go into all the dirty details, but that's not going to be an issue. He is going to get his needs met sexually with me. All right, next.
Don't blow over it so fast. I mean, I ain't saying you got to go into details, but let's really break this down, bro. Seriously, let's really think about this. What percentage of men who are married get consistent, flirty, enthusiastic, voyeuristic sex consistently for decades? This is just a flat out fucking lie. I'm sure it'll be true for the first 6 months. But we all know the stories about, yeah, if you want to stop having sex, get married or something, whatever. Like, this is just not fucking true. I mean, I'm not saying she won't do it for 6 months to a year, but she's 60. Let's say they live to 80. You really think she's going to be consistent with that for 20 years, regardless? Because here's the kicker. Because I've heard a woman say this. Well, actually, I heard the fake Dr. Bryant say this. She claimed, look, I'll take her word for it. She claimed that she don't withhold sex from her man, even when she mad at her man. And I'm sure there's women out there that exist like that. She claims even if she mad, sad, whatever, she give up the pussy. Regardless of what fight they got into, no matter what, you getting this pussy at the end of the night. I can hate your guts, you getting this pussy at the end of the night. You could have said some hurtful shit to me earlier today that I'm still sad about. You still getting this pussy tonight. I'm not saying women like that don't exist, but they're extremely rare. Extremely fucking rare. And I just don't believe you're one of those women, Anita.
But that's not going to be an issue. He is going to get his needs met sexually with me. All right, next. Intuitive advice on personal and business matters. Next is business support. So if the man owns a business, wants to start a business, I can provide administrative support, networking, hosting friends and family, etc. Next, planning trips. Solo, couples, family. I love planning. I am a planner and I absolutely love being the planner. Okay, so planning things, planning trips. I also put on here planning activities for us to do together, to do as a family. Next is activities with each other. So we call this recreational companionship. Oh, sorry, y'all. I had a little thing come up.
Let me talk about this real quick. All right, let me talk about this. A lot of men don't like all that traveling and doing events every weekend. Dudes be tired, especially at 50 to 65. Motherfucker want to come home after a 40, 50-hour week and just chill for the weekend. So I'm not really going to say this is really a benefit the way men look at it. I mean, far as being the administration for my business, most men who are doing their thing business-wise, they don't need you to be their administrator for their business. They really just don't, and they're not really looking to you for advice. A 60-year-old man isn't looking for business advice from his wife. He's just not. I think he got it covered at 60. So far, she gonna cook and fuck, and look, men do care about that, cook and fuck. But this other shit is kind of falling flat because I'm pretty sure there's a 35-year-old who'll cook and fuck, but she's 35 and a lot less masculine. So far, the only two I'm giving her is cook and fuck.
Recreational companionship. Oh, sorry, y'all. I had a little thing come up. Okay, recreational companionship. So that's the two of us doing things together. Next is being physically attractive. So weight proportional to height, being fit and healthy, wears minimal makeup, real hair, real nails, real lashes. Okay, hygienic, smells good, skin feels soft. Okay, Now we're going a little bit deeper, all right? We're talking a little bit deeper now.
Okay, I mean, I'll give her that. She looks, yeah, she looks like she keeps herself together. She cares about looking good, smelling good. She's natural. I'll give her that. So yeah, I'll give it to her. I don't have anything to say about that one. She seems like she's gonna keep herself together on that front.
Now we're going a little bit deeper, all right? We're talking a little bit deeper now. Next is acceptance. A lot of you all don't realize men want and need to feel accepted. They don't want to feel like there are parts of them that you don't like, that you don't love, that you want to change. They want to feel accepted. That's why I always tell women, find the man that you can be with and 100% accept him as he is. Okay?
No, 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 no. I mean, I can tell, Anita, you don't look, you don't seem like the type to just be content. Women are never content, really. These are rare, rare, rare women who can accept a man fully for who he is. He watch porn, I'm accepting that he watch porn. I mean, we all got flaws, but women love to nitpick a man about anything. Women have to find something a man is doing wrong. They just got to. So I don't believe you, Anita, on this one. I just don't.
And 100% accept him as he is. Okay? And remember, no man is perfect. We're not perfect. Everybody's got flaws. Find the flaws that you can live with. Next is respectful of his thoughts and ideas and feelings. Now, this one you would be surprised to know. Women really struggle with this one. They really struggle with a man having different thoughts or ideas or feelings than them, and how to manage that respectfully. Okay, that it's okay if you all are not aligned on something, but how do you manage it and still remain respectful? Next is follows his healthy leadership. Now, I'm going to add a caveat to this. Not only do I follow his healthy leadership, I encourage it.
Yeah, here where the bullshit come in. Here's where the bullshit comes in. His healthy leadership, but she has to approve of the health. Like she has to be the one that dictates if it's healthy or not. And this is where everything just went to shit. Because she ain't gonna do none of this other shit if she don't feel like you leading healthy. She ain't gonna rub your back. She ain't gonna cook for you. None of this acceptance shit if she don't feel like you leading healthy. Once again, she has to approve that it's healthy. You don't get to decide. This is conditional femininity and it's horse shit. It's horse shit.
Next is follows his healthy leadership. Now, I'm going to add a caveat to this. Not only do I follow his healthy leadership, I encourage it. I am going to lean back. I'm going to allow a man to plan and do and lead and all the things. Now, if he says to me, Anita, I'm not a good planner, then I'm going to pick up that ball and run it down the field because I love planning. I love planning all the things. But if he has plans, if it's something that he likes to do or it's something that he wants to do, I'm going to lean clean back. I'm going to lean back for sure. All right. Trust him. That's one that I know a lot of women need to work on. And can I be honest? A lot of men have not been very trustworthy. So I think that's why women struggle with that.
Here we go! Here the fuck we go! Here the fuck we go!
Oh, these the men y'all pick that aren't trustworthy. These the motherfucking men y'all pick. Can you throw in that little piece to it, Anita?
What you mean to say is all the niggas you up with ain't shit.
Men have not been very trustworthy. So I think that's why women struggle with that, is because, you know, they've experienced men who haven't been trustworthy, who have been sneaky, who have been not transparent and not communicative. And so women struggle to trust men, but men want to be trusted. They want to be trusted. Next is believes in him, encourages him to grow and evolve. I think that's really, really important.
No, we don't. Nope. 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 AKA nag and bitch at him to grow and evolve. This is one of the biggest things men don't want in a marriage. You just said full acceptance. You full of shit, Anita. I knew it was gonna come out in this video. That's why I had to go over this. I thought you accepted us. Accept our 70K a year. We don't need you to constantly push us to do better. This is gonna be a 60-year-old man. You're 60, Anita. You think a 60-year-old man want to be constantly pushed to do better? Be better, bitch. I'm 60. I'm running out of time. Ain't no better than this, ho.
You just saying anything now, ho.
It ain't no better than this. I'm 60. I could check out any day now. This is it. Men don't want to hear this shit. We want to just be at peace. This is in direct conflict with acceptance.
They want to be trusted. Next is believes in him, encourages him to grow and evolve. I think that's really, really important, that you are, you know, you have his back. You listen to his ideas and his thoughts and his hopes and his dreams, and you believe in that. That's really, really important. Next is a growth mindset. So I have a growth mindset, and if I'm being honest, I need to be with someone who also has a growth mindset. I don't do well with people who get stuck. I don't do well with people who are mediocre or.
Let's break this down. Anita. See, this is what women don't fucking get. She's masculine. She doesn't get it. Here's the thing. She's an above average 60-year-old woman in many ways, I'm sure. In many ways. On the dating market, you're a below average woman just because you're 60. You're a 60-year-old divorcee with 3 kids and an online presence to boot. So all the other ways that you're above average, I don't want to say they're completely null and void, but on the dating market, Anita, you're a below average woman. Just simply for the fact that you're 60. You're masculine and 60. That makes you a below average woman. You don't qualify for anything above mediocre at best. And that's what she don't get. I don't do well with, I don't do well with mediocre and average. Well, just yeah, you're just gonna have to stay single because you don't qualify for exceptional. You just don't on the dating market. That's the harsh truth of this shit.
Has a growth mindset. I don't do well with people who get stuck. I don't do well with people who are mediocre or average. You know, I want something in this life, and I have to be with someone who also wants something in this life and is willing to work hard for it.
That stage of life, look, frankly, listen, that stage of life is over, Anita. What do you mean you want something in this life? I mean, she may live till 90, but you've already had something in life. You've been married, you had 3 kids. It's time to just chill and find a companion that you just like hanging out with. It's not about a growth mindset at 60. I'm sorry, baby. And even if a man is successful, at 60, he's about to retire. There's no more grinding for more. at 60, 65. I'm about to retire. It's time to lay back and be conservative at 60. You know, it's time to just golf and just you don't gotta just sit on the couch all day, but you know what I mean. It's relax phase. It's the relax era of life. We not grinding to get something out of life at 60. What are you talking about?
Is this camera on me? Yes, it's on. That's stupid. Use your common sense.
This got to be a separate episode. Dear Lord. Dear Lord.
You old. Stop trying to act like you this fragile little butterfly. You getting older, and don't nobody want your old bitter ass. That's what that is what it's about. Like aging is a hard thing for women to come around to and to accept. That's a hard thing. Have you ever watched a fucking Cinderella movie where it be some old bitch and a prince come up on his horse and carriage to an old bitch and say, "Hey, here's the glass slipper. I want to take you off." She skated by the first 30 years. Didn't even have to put any effort in, right? But she's getting older now. She's older. And that's where all then you can't manipulate me. That's wrong shit. She still thinks that just because she's still getting likes, I still got it. Bitch, no, you don't. Because if you got it, you would get what you want. Are you fucking serious, ho? like his.
See, let me break this down real quick. From ages 12 to let's just say 40. From 12 to 40, men are jumping through hoops trying to give women what they want. At about 40, 45, men start caring about what we want above all else. It's our time now. We've been breaking our backs, busting our ass to make women and children happy all these years. It's our time now. So we don't give a fuck what you want, your hopes, dreams, and desires are anymore. This 60-year-old man who's the shit, he's getting his tickle pickled by 25-year-olds if he want, and he's living life. He playing golf. If he want to play Madden all day, whatever the fuck he want to do. He worked hard his life. He worked hard all his life. It ain't about jumping through hoops to make a bitch dreams come true no more. That's where you losing it. That's where you're fucking losing it. Growth mindset at 60. Fuck out of here. I want something out of life. It ain't about what you want no more, bitch. And I'm not really calling Anita a bitch, but I'm just talking to the audience about an archetype. Have you ever considered the fact that maybe it ain't always about what you want? How about you go out in the world and get what you want? See, it's not about a companion to her. See, all that stuff she said she would do for a man is under the contingency that he builds her this luxurious life and pay all the bills and this and that. And even then, she ain't gonna hold up most of that shit. But she's only gonna do all that for you for money, essentially. See, this is when I say women are prostitutes by nature. Even Anita, even the honorable Anita, is essentially a prostitute. She'll crack her legs and rub your back if you give her money and provide her a certain lifestyle. Prostitute shit. She's not gonna rub your back because she's so in love with you. She's 60. I don't even know if she can love. I mean, maybe she can like at this point, but over 30, a woman cannot love you. I'm gonna play this fucking meme every stream until y'all beg me to stop. It's the most relevant fucking meme I have. It really is.
Once a woman hits 30, she cannot love you. Okay? And the marriage is not because she loves you. Okay? That marriage is for her to show to other people that she could fix her past that she messed up.
In this life, and I have to be with someone who also wants something in this life and is willing to work hard for it. Next is self-sufficient, competent, self-regulating, and can co-regulate. And what that means is I don't always need to rely on my person to calm me down, to regulate my emotions, to validate me, to reassure me. I know how to do that on my own. And I also know how to do it as a couple. So I can do either one. All right. Next.
Give her props on that one. I'll give her if it's true, if any of this is true. But a woman who could regulate her own emotions and don't need to bleed on me when she's feeling bad about something and she can get it together herself. Now that is something that's a great trait in a woman in a relationship. I will give her that if she's telling the truth. Oh, let me break this down real quick. Yeah. Let me break this down real quick. She got with her husband when he was just kind of a regular guy, but he worked himself up to a millionaire. So now that she tasted a millionaire, she's not going to be satisfied with Mr. 100K, 75K. She's not genuinely going to be satisfied with him. She's going to try to level him up to a millionaire like her husband. But she tasted millionaire status. Now she said on the previous video, "I know I'm not getting a millionaire again. It ain't happening." Yeah, but you gonna still try to make him one after you get with him. You know you're not getting with one to start with, but you're still gonna try to push him and nag him and bitch at him until he become one in the relationship. Because remember, guys, once a woman tasted better, she could never respect lesser. So she will never truly respect a man who makes less than what her husband worked his way up to in the millions.
Know how to do that on my own. And I also know how to do it as a couple. So I can do either one. All right. Next is intellectual and witty. Okay. I have a sharp wit and I pride myself on being an intellect. All right. Next is broad knowledge base. So I know a little about a lot or a lot about a lot.
Oh gosh, this is where ego comes in. So now I'm just starting to think this is one ego boosting video. Anita, men don't care about wit. We don't want to do catchy, witty comebacks back and forth. And we're not trying to tap into a woman's knowledge base at 60. Come suck this dick. I don't care about how intelligent you are. Come suck this dick, rub my back, and then bake me a cake. Fuck your intelligence. It's what they don't fucking get. And I don't doubt that Anita does have more intelligence than the average woman. She seems like she has more intelligence than the average woman. And to some extent, it's cool to be able to have some type of intellectual conversation with a woman, but that's not why we get with women. I mean, here and there is cool. I mean, okay, I'm different. I actually do like engaging with a woman intellectually and talking about aliens and conspiracies and shit. But that's just me. But generally speaking, men, no, just come suck this dick and make me a cake.
All right. Next is broad knowledge base. So I know a little about a lot or a lot about a lot. In these 58 years that I've been living, I've learned a lot about a lot of different subjects. So I like to share that knowledge and information with others. Next is grows healthy food. So in the spring and summertime, I turn over the earth, I start planting seeds in my garden, and I grow food and I eat the food that I grow. And so that is the way I know it is not filled with pesticides and filled with things that shouldn't be in the food because I grow it. All right. Next is schedules appointments, maintains the household calendar, remembers birthdays, anniversaries, etc. Because again, I love to plan. I love everything about the management of a household and making sure everything runs smoothly. I love all of that. Some of you call that the mental load. Some of you call that the emotional load. And to me, it's like women are naturally better at that. So I don't understand why you all are so resentful about that. A lot of women are resentful about this mental load or emotional load that they carry, but you're a woman. Like that's what you're good at. So I want women to start leaning into that more. And the man can do something that he's good at, that you're not so good at. So I love that stuff. I love scheduling appointments. Personal shopper anticipates needs, buys things before they are used up. That is one of my specialties that most people who have been with me know that, Anita's going to make sure we have milk, we have eggs, we have bread, we have toilet paper, we have paper towels, we have light bulbs, things that they normally don't even think about. Those are things that I'm constantly checking, making sure we have soap, making sure we have shampoo and conditioner, making sure we have body wash, making sure we have toothpaste. Like,
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. I'll say in closing. A lot of these things are great. If Anita wasn't so fucking masculine and old and so materialistic as far as what type of lifestyle and how much money she wants you to have, these would all be wonderful. These would all be characteristics of a wonderful wife. But you just missed it, Anita. It's just over. I get it, but it's just fucking over. You want a man to come in and pay all your bills at 60 and provide a certain lifestyle and this and that, and you gotta be tall and handsome and this and that. It's over. You're too masculine, you're too fucking old, and you care too much about money at this age, status and lifestyle. That's why it's fucking over. All this shit is great that you're saying. It would be great in a 25-year-old. Well, 25-year-old wouldn't probably have the experience to be this. But that's the thing. This is why here's the thing. Women over 35 should be able to beat a 22-year-old in a lot of these categories. Because a 22-year-old doesn't have the experience to have all these traits. You know what I mean? But see, your masculinity is what's throwing everything off, Anita. I'm gonna end it on that note. I'll catch y'all later if I feel like coming on later tonight. Follow me on Dating Dysfunctions. That's my normal channel. Um, check out the Patreon, $5 a month for my whole 1,500 or more catalog. Link in the description. Check out merch. Link in the description. I don't know what else I'm supposed to be pushing, but remember, how others treat you is their karma. How you treat others is your karma. Be nice to people, cause God's watching. And remember, I'm a nice guy. I just play asshole on the internet, and I have never done anything remotely wrong my entire life, ever. Keep your blood sugar and your blood pressure down to keep the reaper from coming around. Make sure you get your yearly checkup so Satan don't catch up. RB Sensei